live from Temple Coffee in Sacramento, California, East Sacramento. I don't know how long I can do this today, but I was running so late and I wanted coffee, and I took my phone here and I got a book with me. I'm going to share it with you this morning. It may not be as long as some of them, but anyway, I want to read something that I wrote a number of years back that I included in the book, Ask Babylon. And it concerns the question that I'm trying to address concerns addiction. I'll read the letter. But it also tells a story of when I was riding in a car with the two world luminaries of the tarot world. I was riding with Mary Greer and Rachel Pollack, and I don't know if it was when we were all part of a group that taught at the Omega Institute, or if it was something else, but we were riding in the car together. And anyway, if you can still hear me, I'm going to read this short little chapter. Dear Babylon, I really enjoyed reading your autobiography. You've led and are leading a very extraordinary life. Within that life, you've had to overcome many obstacles. I have an obstacle in my way that has hounded me for nearly my entire life. I'm a sex addict. I know you have no problems with sex on any moral ground. This isn't about morality, it's about me being controlled by something that doesn't make me happy. Depression, drugs, and alcohol have been a constant in my life for nearly 18 years now. It would be great if you could maybe point me towards some help. What are your views on addiction? Thank you for your time. Name withheld. Dear Name Withheld, I'm glad you enjoyed my life with the spirits and have taken time to write me. Let me begin by saying that I'm profoundly unqualified to offer any advice to anyone on issues of health or psychology. If I were to offer any suggestion, it would be what I'm sure you've heard 1,000 times, that is to seek the counsel of a licensed professional. I too struggle every day with a variety of issues that I handle on uneven levels of success. If I've accomplished anything, it's been the partial ability to accept myself as I am, from day to day, second to second. Recently, I found myself writing in a car with 3 other authors, professional writers who are far more celebrated and successful than myself, I assure you, who were sharing their feelings of guilt concerning their bad behavior and what they considered their weaknesses, character flaws, addictions, etc. As I listened, I thought to myself how my weaknesses, character flaws, addictions, etc. were far more serious than theirs, but I wasn't struggling with any of the guilt. For a moment, I was starting to feel guilty that I wasn't feeling guilty. But then I realized why there was no guilt. When there was a break between the chatter, I told them in a goofy, dramatic voice, I've learned to forgive myself. Everyone laughed very hard for a moment, and then the car went silent. It's true. I've learned to forgive myself. But by doing so, I've had to install within myself a governor on my behavior. A governor who is always at least trying to make sure that I remain worthy of that forgiveness. I don't think I could tolerate it if that governor were some other person or organization or religion or philosophy. My instant reaction to that would be one big fuck you. Saying fuck you to myself, on the other hand, is a very different and definitely sets me to thinking. Now, this doesn't mean that I don't misbehave anymore. On the contrary, I still habitually blank, and sometimes embarrassingly naughtily. And I haven't completely stopped blank, something even more embarrassingly naughty. And then once in a while, I even blank, something I'd never discuss with strangers. But I no longer indulge in these things unduly. I no longer fall thoughtlessly into my actions, even when body chemistry is involved. And that's good for my health, stability, and general well-being. However, that's only a byproduct of the real payoff. The real reward comes from the fact that the concept of control has ceased to be an issue altogether. Now I can reserve guilt for important things, like being a year behind on a deadline for a book I've already been paid for. I hope this has been helpful, and I wish you the very best of luck with your life. My best, Lon. And I wish you the very best of luck with your life, too. And I hope this brief little coffee shop excursion here this morning will suffice for our reading for today. And I hope it went through okay. But anyway, it was early. Get on with your day. It's hump day. And that means many things to many people. Continue to be good to yourself and be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will.